four terms is always what? Factoring by grouping. So 2 and 2, because that's minus, that 9 becomes minus. Greatest common factor looks like it's going to be a 3 and a y. This is 4x squared minus 9 minus, that's a 4x squared minus 9, so this is going to be a 1. 4x squared minus 9. So this is going to be a 3y minus 1, 4x squared minus 9. Now I noticed that in the first set of parentheses, the highest power is 1, so you really can't do anything there. However, here the highest power is 2, so that says this might factor again, and does this one factor? 4x squared minus 9. Does that factor?
Yes.
Yes, what is it?
Difference of squares.
Difference of squares. See, I told you, this one you have to know in your sleep. Because you see it so often. So that's the difference of squares.
Would we write that out on the test?
No. I remember my notes are for your purpose and your purpose only. That kind of reminds you that that's what that is and what to look for. Now, if you need it, do it. This would be a 2x and a 3, so that's what's going to go in my parentheses. So I have my first factor, and then I'm going to have a 2x minus 3 and a 2x plus 3, because it is the difference of squares.
But that's not what you want the answer, right? You want the one about it.
No, I want this one right here, what I've circled.
Oh, you do want us to go forward?
Yes.
Okay.
And the instructions will be factor completely. Again, for terms, this is going to be factoring by grouping. 2 and 2, that's in the minus sign, so that's going to turn minus. So greatest common factor is x squared. So I'm going to have an x minus 5 minus, greatest common factor is 4, x minus 5. Greatest common factor is x minus 5, x squared minus 4. And then I notice what? This is also the difference of squares. So this is an x and a 2. So this is x minus 5 times x minus 2, x plus 2. And this guy is grouping. So 2, and I love the plus sign in 2. Greatest common factor is x, 3x squared plus 8 plus. Greatest common factor is 3, 3x squared plus 8. Greatest common factor, 3x squared plus 8, and x plus 3. Can I do anything with that 3x squared plus 8? No. It's a binomial. It's not the sum of cubes, because although 8 is a cube, 3 and x squared is not. It's not, I can't factor the sum of squares. And it wouldn't matter, because 3 is not a square and 8 is not a square. So it doesn't fit the pattern for either one. So that says, it's done, put a fork in it. Now this became a really interesting problem in the first hour. What would you do with that?
It's done, it's fine.
It just looks intimidating.
Is it?
Does that
funny weird thing about it, it has two parentheses in the.
Oh, yeah, and that's the other thing, forget
Yeah, it's
this.
an error, right?
That's an error right there, yeah. It's got too many parentheses.
So you FOIL and then do it?
FOIL and then do it. Think about order of operations. This is multiplication, addition, multiplication. What would you do first? Multiplications, right? So this would be an x squared, and that would be a plus 4x, and a plus, or minus 9x, minus 9x, minus 36, and then add to it x squared plus 8x minus 3x minus 12. So remove parentheses.
Okay.
Combine like terms. X squared minus 5x minus 36.
2x squared.
I did that first hour as well. 2x squared. And then that's going to be plus 2x squared plus 5x minus 12. 1x squared plus 2x squared, 3x squared, minus 5x plus 5x adds to 0. Minus 36 and a minus 12 is a minus 48. So all of that combined together to give me 3x squared minus 48. Now you've got a greatest common factor of 3. X squared minus 16. And then you notice x squared minus 16 is difference of squares. Namely x and 4. So this becomes 3 times x minus 4 times x plus 4. Don't let it intimidate you. Just multiply it out. Now, if you're in college algebra,